And now to further discuss the Uganda Cranes road to the 2026 FIFA World Cup, in studio I am joined by Rodgers Byamukama, a FUFA Executive Committee member. Good evening to you, Rodgers, and thank you for joining us.
Good evening, and thank you for having me here this evening.
Now, 4-0 victory for Uganda this evening. What does this mean in our journey or the road to the World Cup qualifiers?
It was a beautiful evening today in Nambole Stadium. Beating or revenging, as you put it, against Mozambique with a 4-0 resounding victory.
Yes.
I think it's been one of the best games that has been played in recent times in Nambole, not just by the scoreline, but by the entire structure of the team. And as we speak today, we sleep in second position.
Oh.
And but the winners of the groups are the ones that qualify automatically to World Cup. And then the best two placed teams will do a continental playoff and eventually have an intercontinental playoff between the winner of the playoff on the African continent with the winner of Asia. But we have a game again on Monday against Somalia. We hope we can do well, and we hope our opponents can help us against Algeria, who are the table leaders. And we still dream and we still hope to occupy that coveted top spot.
Okay. And so looking at the chances that Uganda has topping the table, how do they look like? There
are still a couple of points to play for. I think there are about 9 points to play for. And hopefully, of those 9s, we get them. And if we get them, depending on the other results, we can still top the table.
Okay.
And when we top the table, we can qualify for the World Cup for the very first time in our history. But the boys are playing very well, and hopefully against Somalia, we should be able to do the job and then wait for the next round of games in October.
In October. And the game against Somalia is right here at home.
It's right here at home. It will be on Monday at 7 p.m. In Nambole, Monday 8th at 7 p.m. Again, we would like to urge the fans. The fans were fantastic today. Very, very, very fantastic. They were the 12th man. They supported the team when it was down. They encouraged them. The stomping was hard. It could be hard, I think, across the road all the way to Boyogerere. So we urge the fans to come back again and give the boys that sleep that they require.
Okay. And now looking at how the squad has been lined up, the Uganda Cranes coach Paul Put called back some veteran players. Names like Dennis Onyango, who is retired, Salim Magola, and it begs the question: is why such a decision? And is it because we do not have the talent that that the team needs, that we are calling people back from retirement?
We have a lot of talent, but you need to understand the recent first choice goalkeeper got injured in our previous game. That is Ismail Watenga. He got injured in our previous game. We have some keepers that were playing in the recently finished CHAN competition. But I need to tell you and the Ugandans that CHAN and the Open Senior Men's team is a whole bridge apart. That's why today you saw, of all the teams that played very marvelously in the CHAN, there are only 2 starters from that CHAN team, Alan Okello and Jude Semugabi.
So these are different.
This is the main senior team. It is open. CHAN is a competition that is composed of only home-based players. Right. So you can imagine of that team that gave us a lot of talking points, a lot of fun in the recently completed competition. Only 2 players were able to make the starting 11. Luckily, not even luckily, but good enough. What a performance Alan put in. A goal for himself, and I think he had a hand in all the other 3 goals. Jude Semugabi also missing a couple of chances. They represented the CHAN team very well, but the senior men's team is a different ball game. And if you look at today's setup, if you look, for instance, at the defense, first of all, goalkeeper Salim Magola, yes, he's been around the team for some time, but He was not on the team for also quite a bit of time. Came back, had a good game today. The defense marshaled by Capradosi, who also got himself on the score sheet. I think that was his maiden goal in the Cranes colours, together with Obita in defense. They were not troubled at all. They handled it very well. And then in the middle pack, there was quite some good play from the guys in there. Alan Okello orchestrating passes here and there. And then up front, Rodgers Mato scoring 2 goals and missing a couple of them. Actually, we could have won by probably maybe 6 or 7 goals. But that's how football is. You miss some, you put away some. If you don't take your chances, you can get punished. They were lucky that we missed some, but also put through some of our chances, 4 of them, so we won comfortably 4-0. But if you hear 4-0, you think we're just walking over the team. The team was very good, but the difference is we were able to put in our chances, convert our chances, were more efficient than our opponents. And we thank the boys for doing a good job, the technical team for the support, and the fans for coming and giving the boys a great morale. And we hope that on Monday they can do the same, and we pick the points and wait for the next round of matches. Hopefully Algeria falters and we get on the patch. Somehow
we make our way to the top.
Yes.
But you did raise, you spoke about the fans, and you're hoping that they can make their way to Nambole come Monday. But the fans are having issues with, purchasing tickets online. The same case as it was for the Chan tournament. Didn't we pick any lessons, honestly? Because like you said, the atmosphere is made by the fans.
Absolutely. Once again, let me take this opportunity to apologize to the fans for whatever challenge they might have gotten. But we need to move with the times. And the times demand that the fan must find it very convenient to access a ticket. And what a better way than him or her going on his phone or laptop and purchase the ticket in the comfort of his palms or in the comfort of his living room, or even the comfort of his bed, whatever time he chooses to buy. Now, that being new, there are challenges, of course, with technology, but we hope in the coming games we'll continue educating our fans. We'll also continue making our systems much better, but I think it is an issue of behavioral change. And of course, if you're buying online, there are also issues of data connectivity and reliability. So if you're in an area that doesn't have a good network, you're always going to struggle. If you don't have data on your phone, you're also going to struggle. But by and large, that should be the best way for any fan to access a ticket easily. And we will continue engaging and creating awareness, but we hope the Monday experience will be much better. All
right. So finally, it is a busy season in the sports fraternity. You're preparing, or the country, Uganda, is preparing for AFCON 2027. And so just as we wrap up this conversation, what do such wins mean for our road to 2027 as well?
AFCON 2027 is a really big one. And you will recall that the last game we played against Mozambique was away because our Nambole was not usable. So Chan and AFCON is the reason why we are back home, because government found it important to invest in infrastructure, and government is putting up other infrastructure in Hoima and Lira. So and you could see, like I said, Alan Okello and Jude Semugabe were in the Chan team, came here in the senior men's team, did a performance. So if we continue having these engagements on, world-class facilities, I hope we'll have a better team going forward in the future. And this is part of the development for AFCON 2027. As you are aware, in December, this very team qualified for AFCON 2025 in Morocco. So there will be qualification for 2027, but as hosts, we're already there. So we're going to use all these qualifiers, all these tournaments to build a very strong team that will be very competitive at home in the AFCON 2027. All
right. Thank you so much, Rodgers Byamukama, a FUFA Executive Committee member. And looking forward to the game.